Hey, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We're almost there. This is a quick little abbreviated version of the blog piece regarding the things to consider when you're deciding whether you're going to retire at 62, 63, 64, or wait till full retirement age, or extend it and wait till age 70. Okay, it's kind of a longer blog piece. I'll try to post it down below wherever this video is going on. But the things to be clear on when you are considering taking early retirement, that means any time before age 67 right now. And by doing so, you're going to be taking less than what you could be collecting if you waited. It is coming from your own money. So don't be thinking you're getting one over and getting more, because you're not, as a kind of like a statistical or actuarial perspective. Of course, if you live to be 100 and you started at 62, maybe you would be, but maybe not actually, because you're taking so much less. So what happens is when let's say you decide to take at 62, it's like they scrape the top of what would be your normal retirement amount, and they take off like 30 to 35% in order to fulfill all those early payments you're taking extra. If you take at 62, that's 5 years times 12, that's 60 extra payments compared to those people that wait. You also have to be not working in a way that indicates you are not retired yet. You can be working, but there's a limited amount. It's in that, I believe it's still in the high teens. It goes up probably every year with COLA. You're going to want to look at that. So if you're planning on working full time, it's probably not going to work out for you. If you are working part-time, it might. Again, that's if you choose to take at 62. We looked at on the blog just to show the differences between taking at 62 versus waiting. So in that particular instance, the person that took at 62 took approximately $1,450 per month. If she waited until full retirement age 67, she would be taking almost $2,200. Big difference in monthly income. So the big takeaway point was that if you are going to be relying on your Social Security retirement as your mainstay of your retirement income, let's say you don't have significant retirement savings, all that kind of stuff, there's going to be a point for most people, most healthy people anyway, that they may stop working. And that's when they have to rely on that Social Security income or retirement income because they don't have working income coming in. So that might be a factor in deciding to wait and to keep working and not collecting, so that retirement benefit can grow to $2,200 or whatever yours will be. And you can find out by going to your ssa.gov/my-accounts and downloading your own Social Security earnings statement. If you have trouble getting in there, call the SSA, either call your local office, which you might have trouble getting through, or call the national number, which is 1-800-772-1213, and they should be able to assist you. Worst case scenario, maybe they can mail it to you. If you're over a certain age, and it might be 60, they might already be mailing them. They used to do that for everybody. It stopped around 2010 or so, approximately, to save money for the budget, which made a lot of sense because a lot of people didn't look at what was mailed to them a few months before their birthday every year. Okay, so what about waiting until after your full retirement age? A lot of people do that. I think I'll be one of them if I'm so fortunate to be able to, in terms of health. In this instance, the individual chart on the blog showed that the difference would be from the $2,200 I mentioned earlier at 67 to $2,800. So that's an additional $600 a month. So taking at 62, remember, $1,450. By waiting another 8 years, it became $2,800. And yes, you forego those years of income that you don't take because you're waiting. And as for the blog, there's ways to find out how much you're foregoing or forfeiting during those years, and how long do you have to survive when you finally do start collecting to make back that money you didn't get. Some people find that to be an important consideration. They want to know that they did not make a bad bet, not important for me so much. I want to know that when I can't work, I have as much income as I can possibly have from Social Security. I think that's the way I'm going. I know everybody's different. Anyway, that's what the blog is about. 62, 67, or 70, or any of the years in between. It's going to be a progressively higher amount that you're going to get if you wait. One big myth some people have is that they can take it at 62, the lower amount, reap 5 years of those benefits, while their peers do not. And then when they hit 67, it will automatically jump up to their full retirement now. Another, how much did we say? In this case, it was like $745 more, like a 50% increase. No. That doesn't happen. That's not true. It's not going to change. You're going to be stuck with the 62 amount if you take it 62 for the rest of your life. So you have to make those decisions if you have the power. Sometimes people are sickly. They have to stop working at 62 and they can't afford to wait because they have no other income. Some people have to stop working by 62 and they don't have to take it because they do have other income to rely on. It could be a working spouse, it could be savings, and they do allow their Social Security to grow until 67 or 70 because of that. So they still get the increased amount, even though they stopped working, they weren't collecting. What was the only other thing? Oh, don't forget also, if you have to stop working, at say, by 62 or thereabouts, it's got to be, I think, under 65, 66, you can file for Social Security disability instead of taking early retirement if you can wait out the period it takes to fight the claim. Or you can collect early retirement while you are claiming to be disabled during that period, and that can take a lengthy period of time to prove. And then retroactively, if you win, it will flip to disability. Just keep in mind that if you don't win the disability, you're stuck with that early retirement that you took. So it's definitely things you have to consider. And then the last thing to touch on is that there is a couple of things you can do if you filed early and you change your mind. Obviously, if you file, if you decide you made a mistake and wanted to not collect, if you do it within the first year, it's called a withdrawal of your application. It's a one-time chance in your lifetime to do it, and it's got to be done, I believe, in the first year, and you must pay back everything that you collected. The other alternative could be suspending your benefits. You can't do that until you're a full retirement age. So if you took it at 62, you're stuck with it to 67, they're going to continue paying you. But then you can suspend at 67 to 70 to get those 3 years of increases again. And the only other backdoor way of doing it would be to work more than the amount allowed for early retirement, defining you as now not early retired, and you are not going to be owed the benefits they paid you. That comes with some tricks, though, because they are going to demand that money back, and they're going to take it back from you when you do become eligible again. So all things that can be done, but they all have their ramifications. So just don't forget that they're there in case you need them, but better yet, know what you're going to do before you hit 62. Okay. And why, and what the ramifications are. Okay. Again, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone who celebrates something different. And I hope everyone has a fantastic new year and a wonderful 2023. Be well.